Welcome to Shovelware Diggers. Our dig team's currently excavating the Softkey Shareware 2000 Hit Games 2CD collection. You can find a link in the video description containing the entire directory structure of this archive. Here's what our diggers have for week 120. For more information on how to join the dig team, simply follow the Patreon link in the video description. Now without further ado, let's get started. First up, Dookie's dug up WINGAMES /og/WINFISH. So probably some kind of fish-related thing. It's there in the title, WINFISH. We got a lot of wave files. This might be obnoxious. VBX files. So it's clearly made with Visual Basic. There's a README first. I really should associate that at some point, but associating file types in Windows 3.1 is, well, kind of annoying. So that's why I haven't done it yet. Anyways, drag and drop. README first into Notepad. To start playing WINFISH, create a directory to store the game, then unzip wfish.zip into the directory you created. Type WINFISH to play. Wait a minute. It's a Windows game and it's saying type WINFISH to play. Like, wouldn't you just double click the icon? Sketchy. Anyways, required sound files. Absolutely required. This game will not run without these sound files. Well, maybe. Oh boy. Okay, oh, wait a minute. There's supposed to be a license.write, orderform.write, problems.write, and winfish.write. Okay, those do exist, so I'm clearly not paying enough attention. It's kind of late for me. Also required but not included, vbrun200.dll. Well, how about that? It actually tells you. There's a lot of programs which don't tell you stuff like that. So what does the WINFISH write file say? Thank you for taking a look at WINFISH 1.0. We think you will find it to be a most entertaining fishing simulator. We had noticed the lack of fishing games on the market, so we decided it was time to write one. So, using Visual Basic, a little animation, a lot of code, and some fractally designed landscapes? Looks like there might actually be a bit to this here. Because you got rod selection, you got reel selection, different tackles, live bait, jigs, lures, fish finder, and it's apparently made by Two Guys Software out in Colorado. So there was an order form. This is not free software. So how much were they asking for this question? And the answer is $19. So for a Windows 3.1 game, so long as it works fine, that's a fair price. But let's see what we actually... Well, apparently what we actually have is some music. This looks familiar. So you guys remember we played like some kind of weird hunting game? This interface looks a lot like that one. So I got a funny feeling we've got something simpler going on. Well, similar going on here. Simpler doesn't seem to describe this very well. But in any case, we got a guy on a boat. We got some terrain generated there. So those are our rods that we can choose from. We got the bamboo cane pole, pocket fisherman, power rod, and Procaster SST. I have no idea. Well, that one's apparently new and improved. Can you really make a fishing rod that's only that long? Well, that's weird. Like, some of these look like they came from... Yeah, these reels here almost look like they came, like, from patent diagrams or something. Or maybe not. We got a whole bunch of things to choose from here. Let's go with the classic worms. Close tackle box. Line depth, I don't know, 10 to 20. Line in out distance. Reel controls. So how do I actually send the, do I just click in it? Oh, yep, there we go. So now what? Okay, so the fish finder here is actually not showing anything. So what we need to do is click on different spots. Ooh, there's the fish. Okay, and so the fish finder is actually giving us an idea of the depth as well. So 10 to 20 seems about right. So now what? Like, how do we know when we've actually caught something? Oh wait, there's like a strike thing here, so I'm guessing this will like light up when we catch something? Maybe? Oh, okay, so the strike indicator will light up immediately. Of course, now I have to remember where I clicked. Okay, so then you just click it. Oh, so we set hook. Too slow. Now I'm like not finding anything. There we go. So you keep doing this until set hook lights up, and then you have to click it really fast. Too slow? Really? Damn it. The fisherman even just said, damn it. Darn. It is... Damn it. Whatever time it's requiring you to do this set hook thing is clearly way too fast. And there, I just accidentally clicked again because you don't know when it's gonna work right. Okay, that was really fast. How could that possibly be too slow? And it's probably related to CPU cycles, so I'm gonna turn those down a bit, see if that helps. Well, it definitely slowed down the animations, but now I'm not seeing the set. There it goes. It's still too slow. Okay, I'm willing to bet this game is somewhat broken, because I've turned the cycles down, and yet that's still too slow to set the hook. That's dumb. So yeah, that's WINFISH. This looks like it would be a little interesting if there wasn't some sort of arbitrary speed requirement that isn't shown anywhere on the screen. Hey, well, it looks nice. And that's about all I can say about it right now. Next up, Jonathan Gosselin's dug up WINGAMES /puzzle1 /HEXTRIS. I know what this is. I know what this is. This is Hex Tetris. So, this is actually... Oh, what, I can't move... Can I not move this window? Well, that's kind of weird. Okay, so I guess we're playing with it on the side. Okay, so this is Hex Tetris. Apparently version 1.0. Now, the only thing to say about this so far is that there's not actually any author data. Like, if we go back here, all we have is the executable, and the program itself doesn't really have any other information going on. So, yeah. It is something I've played before, though. So, actually, let's just restart it. So yeah, basically the way this works is, it's a Tetris game, but it works on a hexagonal grid. And I totally forget how to rotate the pieces. That's gonna become a problem. Okay, so numeric keypad has to be, numlock has to be off. And then the numeric keypad works fine. So yeah, it's basically a Tetris game, but with a hexagonal grid to it. So even things like the square pieces are actually rotatable under these circumstances. And yeah, I actually think I played a newer version than this, because this feels kind of, what's the right word for it? Not working properly? I don't know. It's like, the one I remember playing, first of all, I'm pretty sure you could move the window around. So I got a funny feeling there might be like a later version on this CD somewhere. But until we find it, we're stuck with this one. Because yeah, look at the next box at the side there. The next box isn't working properly either. And I'm pretty sure that was working in the version I played. So yeah, it's actually not that difficult once you get used to it. The pieces are the basic same pieces as in Tetris, but with the hexagonal shapes going on, it's actually not as hard as it looks. I mean, it looks kind of awkward, but it's actually really simple to get used to. Now, that said, should probably point out that hexagonal stuff doesn't really confuse me to any major extent. I mean, one of the games I have is, oh, which one was it? It was the second Puzzle Quest game that they made. And those of you unfamiliar with Puzzle Quest, the very first one was done sort of like a Bejeweled game, but it had it so that you could, like, get, like, different kinds of weapons and equipment and go on quests. Like, that was the whole idea. Puzzle Quest, right? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm currently wading through a train, so this grid will probably look a lot different by the time I start talking again. See, now I totally forget what I was talking about, because I just had to wade through a big train. But, oh, right, Puzzle Quest. So, the thing with the very first Puzzle Quest game is that it's your typical square grid. But when Puzzle Quest 2 came along, and they decided to make it take place in outer space, as opposed to in a medieval setting, they decided to change things up and make the grid hexagonal. And I remember that didn't sit well with a lot of people. But me personally, I didn't have any problems with it at all. In fact, I actually found Puzzle Quest Galactrix to be kinda easy. So, hexagonals don't bother me at all when it comes to anything grid-based. So, well, that said, I'm actually not doing so hot right now. But hey, you guys try commentating while playing a game. Not so easy. Okay, what was I saying before about playing badly? Actually, it just occurred to me that because of where the pieces start falling, I'm probably closer to the top than it looks. Yeah, look, it actually ends right there as opposed to all the way to the top. But yeah, that's Hex Tetris. Hopefully there is a better version of this that exists somewhere on the CD. Because again, this doesn't feel like the version I played. It looks like the version I played, but doesn't feel like it. But then it could my memory could just be going nuts on me. I don't know. Either way, it's a neat variation on the Tetris theme. But it's obviously going to depend on how well you can wrap your mind around the hexagonal aspect of it. But if you're okay with it, then it's perfectly fine. And our last dig for today comes from CatDog Joe. WINGAMES /card/name. I don't think we're going to be able to avoid train sounds for the moment. I'm doing something on those tracks and it's really loud, and it's definitely not going anywhere, so hopefully it doesn't show up on the audio too badly. But, that's what happens when you're doing things live. Anyways, we are taking a look at, well, apparently something called Name Game. So, Name of the Game, version 1.0, public edition, copyright 93, toggle booleans. We have definitely seen that name before. Name of the Game is a different type of card games. Wait, are we already having grammar errors? Name of the Game is a different type of card games. Okay then. Name of... What? And now they're just calling it Name of Game instead of Name of the Game. Do these people know English? Actually, legitimate question. Okay, let's try this again. Name of Game actually consists of a series of card puzzles. In each puzzle, you are given a series of cards, and your objective is to play all your cards in the right order. The required order is always a pattern of some sort. Some puzzles are as simple as red card, black card, red card, black card, etc. Other puzzles are more complex, and some don't even use the traditional pack of 52 cards. Ooh, suspense. What kind of cards are we going to see? When you are trying to figure out a puzzle, pay close attention to the name of the puzzle, which is displayed on the status bar at the bottom of the window. Good English continues. The name of the game always provides a clue to its solution. Also, consider the different properties that a deck of cards has. For instance, color, suit, evenness, oddness, face card, non-face card, etc. Okie dokie. And apparently there's a registered version, which is $20 US or 25 Canadian. That's kind of interesting pricing, just because of the fact that at the time this game was made, which I'm guessing is probably sometime in the 90s, right? File date is 93. And now one of the building fans kicked in outside. We're just on a roll today with all the noise issues. At least with the building fan, it just means just have to redo the noise removal. But anyways, but yeah, when this game came out in 93, $20 US would definitely be worth more than 25 Canadian. So, I don't know. Okay, let's actually play this thing. Name of the game, Public Edition. Didn't stay up very long, but contest. Here's your chance to win a free copy of the registered edition. Ooh. If you complete name of the game and decide to register, send in an accurate description, all 15 games with your payment. First five people will, with accurate descriptions, will have their payment returned to them. What kind of contest is that? Okay, so here we go. Name of the game. So this one says Yin Yang. Hints left 2. Level 0. And we can actually select the puzzle too. So I guess that kind of makes sense. So Yin and Yang. We're starting with a 2 here. And then we also have, well, half of that, basically 5 of every symbol. Or every suit, I should say. They're not all identical, though. Now, if I click on all the cards, it actually sorted them out like this, putting the 2s up here, and then all the other cards here. Oh wait, I can't undo? So if I get it wrong, well, how... Okay, so there's a backup function. Control B. So basically that's your undo. So I'm not entirely certain what the rule for this game is. Now there is a hint feature. The 4 of clubs will work. Why? Interesting. So it's like going through them in a certain motion? Okay, so the 6 of diamonds worked there. But we don't have an 8 of spades, so what would come next? 9 of spades? I guess. Okay, and I think what it's about to do is form a loop. Yeah. I see where they're going with this now. The only problem is that there was only 1 ace. So that means I can basically only do the loop once. So I think the solution here is to pick the smallest cards possible on every run. So that would mean the 4 of diamonds would be next, then the 4 of spades, the 4 of hearts, 5 of clubs, 6 of diamonds, 9 of spades, 10 of hearts, jack of clubs, jack of diamonds, queen of spades, ace of hearts, 2 of clubs, 2 of diamonds, 2 of spades, 5 of hearts. Ooh. Yeah, that's suddenly... Or wait, what? Why did that work? Unless it wasn't actually checking the numbers and only the suits. Okay, I guess we got Felix and Oscar next. So, I don't have a clue how this one's gonna work. Hint. The 2 of spades looks like a sure bet to me. Yeah, I don't have a clue why that works. And same with having the 4 of spades there. I don't get this one. I'm just picking things at random, and some of them work and some of them don't. Yeah, so that was name of the game. This is a very unusual card-based puzzle game. Let's see if we can find any of the... Just quickly see if we can find one of those puzzles that has like the special cards or something. Hat Trick doesn't seem to have any special cards. Progress, nope. Oh, hello. What is up with these cards? We have a 23 of hearts, a 56 of clubs, a 67 of diamonds. Oh boy. So yeah, there are some special cards in here. And it's getting even more weird now. We have cards with letters on them as opposed to numbers. Okay, so that was Name of the Game. Again, very strange card game. That's more of a puzzle game using cards. I don't know what to think about this one. They were charging $20 US or 25 Canadian for the time for this. And that was to receive a program with 50 puzzles in it as opposed to 15. So I guess if this kind of thing is your like kind of thing, if you like these kinds of card-based puzzle games, to be perfectly frank, I've never actually seen something like this done before. So it's definitely interesting in that regards. But this would definitely have a very specific market because, quite frankly, I don't really want to be playing this.